But it doesn't matter how elaborate or how expensive the house is. The question is your house, and Jesus is basically speaking here using a little bit of an allegory where he's saying this house represents the lives of people. And so there are people who can build on the rock, and there's people who build on the sand. The issue is what happens when the storms come. Now the storms, when they come, hit every single house. It doesn't matter whether you have a house that's expensive or a house that isn't expensive. When the storm and the winds and the rains and the flood torrents come, every single house is going to be under the attack of the elements. But what Jesus is saying is, the question is, will the house be standing after the storm? And so we look at people's lives, and we look at people who have built their life upon the spiritual rock of Christ. And different things happen to them. Horrible things sometimes happen to them. Different suffering comes into their life. And we look and we say, you know what? Even after all of that suffering, that person is still standing strong. How can they be standing strong when they've been hit with that kind of storm? They're standing strong because they built their house, they built their life upon the rock. Now, Jesus gets very, very specific as to how we build on the rock and how we build on the sand. He said, the person who built his house on the rock is the one who listens to my teaching and follows it. That is, one who hears what I say and now follows through, and actually in obedience they do what I've asked them to do. The foolish person is one who has heard but then hasn't responded in obedience. And so Jesus is saying that's really what marks people who are going to be in my kingdom. People in my kingdom are going to be people who are experiencing an inward transformation in their own heart that causes them to move in a way that is going to honor God. And they're able to move in that way because they're hearing the word and they're obeying the word. I really see this as one of the key elements in the Gospel of Matthew.